Hi kiddos. So it is Earth Week and Miss Jill wanted to teach every day during Earth Week because it is very important to me. And I know that kids can take care of the earth too. So yesterday we learned all about recycling and how to sort our recyclables and to maybe even reuse some of them. So today we are going to reuse some of our recyclables and we're going to play at the end of my story today. So that's why Miss Jill's wearing her apron, and Penny and I took a walk around the yard and found lots of things that we could play with right in our backyard. So I wanted to talk about earthworms. Earthworms. Worm weather and how important worms are for our earth. Teeny tiny worms that live underground. Worm Weather by Jean Taft. Looking at our cover, what kind of weather do you think that worms like best? If you said rainy weather, you're right. Drip drop, skip and hop, splish splash, sidewalk dash. Worm, worm, wiggle squirm, worm weather. Look at the sidewalk where the feet are. And then look what's happening underground. Coat, hat, rain goes splat. Boots jump, an old tree stump. Can you play outside when it's raining? It's fun if you're wearing the right clothing, ponchos, rain boots, but not if it's lightning out, only if it's raining. No lightning or thunder. Big stomp, puddle swamp. Splashing in puddles is fun if you have rain boots on too. Mud stop, belly flop. Almost. Look what's coming out during the rain. Do you see the worms that were underground are tunneling up when it's raining? Dark cloud, very loud. Bright flash, thunder crash. That's not a good time to play outside. Quick race, where should they go? How about the pizza place? Drip dry with pizza pie. Sun pops, drizzle stops. Time to get back outside. The drizzle stopped. It was rainy and the sun came out. How do you think our book is going to end? Birds fly in a rainbow sky. Run, sing, to the playground swing. Worm, worm, wiggle, squirm. It's worm weather. Miss Jill likes that book, and I like worms. I'm gonna read a little bit of another book to you that might explain why I like worms so much, and it is called Diary of a Worm. Diary of a Worm by Doreen Cronin. We like her stories. And a diary is just like your journal that we do every day. When you get older, people like to call it diaries. Diary of a Worm. March 20th. Mom says, there are 3 things I should always remember. Who's talking in this story? It's the worm. Number 1, the earth gives us everything we need, and I agree. 2, when we dig tunnels, we help take care of the earth. 3, Never bother Daddy when he's eating a newspaper. Worms dig tunnels and they help the earth. I wonder what they're trying to get to. And did you know that worms eat paper? March 29th. Today I tried to teach Spider how to dig. Here's Spider's thought bubble. It has a question mark in it. Spider's thinking, I don't know how to dig. First, all of his legs got stuck. Then he swallowed a bunch of dirt. Tomorrow he's going to teach me how to walk upside down. That's something that Spider can do that I can't do. March 30th. Worms cannot walk upside down. You know what I like? I like that the friends are trying to do something that they're not good at, but their friend is good at. And they're still having fun. April 4th, fishing season. Do you think that worm likes fishing season? Fishing season started today. We all had to dig deeper. April 10th, it rained all night and the ground was soaked. We spent the entire day on the sidewalk. But hopscotch is a very dangerous game. Be careful of those worms when they come out and you are playing outside. April 15th, I forgot my lunch today. I got so hungry that I ate my homework. My teacher made me write, I will not eat my homework 10 times. When I was finished, I ate that too. Worms can use that excuse. I'm not sure that you should. April 20th, I snuck up on some kids in the park today. They didn't hear me coming. I wiggled right up between them. Look at the 3 girls. What did they do? And they screamed. I love when they do that. A little worm scares big people. May 1st, Grandpa taught us that good manners are very important. So today I said good morning to the first ant I saw. Good morning. Uh-oh. There were 600. Do you know that number? 600 more of them in line. I stood there all day with my good manners. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Miss Jill's gonna stop at May 1st and we can read the rest of this book later because I want to get to how you can play today with worms. So worms are very beneficial, which means that they are important and have a good job for our earth. They give us benefits. And I want to play with worms today, but it's not a good idea to play with worms, right? Because they have a job to do and we don't want to scare them. We don't want to hurt them and we don't want to scare them. What we can do is we can dig a little bit up into the ground and observe them, and we can investigate them, but we don't want to bother them. So I thought of a different way that we could play with worms. So Miss Jill thought that first we need to make a worm habitat. That's where they like to live. So I found this plastic bin that I was going to put in recycling and decided I could use it to play with. And then I got out my potting soil. And if you don't have potting soil at home right now, I bet that you can get some just regular dirt from outside, just dig it up. And I decided that I would put some potting soil in my bin. I'm just going to put some at the bottom and then I'm going to layer it. So another thing I found on my walk that the earth needs to grow things are rocks. So I collected rocks inside my egg carton. Here's my rocks today, and I'm gonna put those inside my bin too. So I'm gonna stack those in. They help hold the water in. So now I've got some dirt and some rocks. I'm gonna fill it with some more dirt. And I think that we could also count the scoops. 2, 3, see if we can get to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 scoops of dirt. Next, I think we will put some worms in here. And I thought, what can we use for worms? In my classroom, I have some pretend worms that I got in the fishing section of a store, but I can't go to my classroom. So I looked in my pantry and thought, what looks like a worm? And then I saw my long noodles and decided I would cook some noodles. And look at how slimy and long and wormy they look. So I decided that this would be fun to use as worms. So here's the worms. And you can even cut your worms into different sizes. So remember, when you use your scissors, it's always thumbs up scissor cutting. Jill has her thumb up. And you can cut your worms into different sizes and put them in our earth garden today. So there's some worms for our garden. Next, I went through my recycling again, and from our story of Diary of a Worm, we learned that worms like to eat paper. So I found this in recycling, an old toilet paper roll, and decided that I would cut this and put it into the earth garden too. So thumbs up cutting into the garden so my worms can eat. So we have some paper in there too. Now we need to put more soil on top of the worms so they can dig tunnels. So I'm gonna put 10 more scoops on. 1, 2, maybe we'll cut in Spanish this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here we go. So Penny and I also, while she was playing in the yard, I looked for some flowers that looked like they were kind of done. So I pulled those flowers, put them on a tray, my recycling tray, and I found some grass, I found some dandelions, I found some really pretty purple flowers, and I found some daffodils. And so what I decided is I would have fun cutting these up too and putting them on top of my garden. So thumbs up. Here comes some flowers for the garden. Maybe some I just want to stick in. I've got some grass. I'm going to cut the grass too. Sticks. Sticks are important. Wow, this is looking pretty. Here's Miss Jill's earth garden. Now, what does every garden need to grow? I've got sunshine today, and it also needs water. So I found my spray bottle, filled it up with water, and I am just going to give it a nice drink on the top. And did you know that squeezing your water bottle, that helps your fingers get stronger so that you can be a really good writer. So here we go. We'll give it a couple more sprays. And here you go. There's our earth garden for today. I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the oceans with Pout Pout Fish. And we are going to see how we can help clean up our oceans.